The 5 to 9 Hustle. As always, I will be your host, Eric. And today we're going to look at the last 25 things I've sold on eBay with a couple bonus things because I just sold a couple of ties. But anyway, starting from the oldest, and like I said, no cherry picking. This is the last 25. Super Mario Brothers for Wii. This is disc only, and that did go for $23.95. If you did not know, you could sell Mario video games usually pretty quickly. This next pair of jeans, Levi's 550s, pretty big waist size, not the best inseam. These sold on an offer, $20.20 plus the $8.49 shipping. So they were all in around 29 bucks. I actually bought these because I misread the tag when I was shopping, and I thought these were Levi's 560s, which sell for quite a bit more. And I got them home and I was wrong. But that's the nice thing about this business. If you make a mistake, you can just list it and move on. The only unfortunate thing is I got these at my local Salvation Army, and they price all their Levi's at $5.99. Had I been at Goodwill, they would have been $4, which would have been a little bit easier to swallow. Here we have a pair of Under Armour chinos. Love Under Armour pants. These did go $24.95 plus the $6 shipping. Those were listed less than a month. Mountain khakis the other day, or maybe 2 weeks ago now, I found 5 pairs of mountain khakis at a Goodwill. I pretty much will always buy mountain khakis when I find them, particularly if they're in good condition. These were not 100% cotton. These were very lightweight, so they shipped first class, which is why I went with the free shipping model on them. But they did sell for $32.95 free shipping. Here's an older tie listing. I've experimented with my bulk tie purchases, what to do with all the ties that I don't feel like I can get at least 12 bucks for. And one thing I've tried is just putting them in lots of 3, and it's worked okay. Not totally sold on it, but yeah, a lot of 3 ties, 15.45. Here's a couple of Abeka homeschool books that go together. If you did not know, homeschool materials can resell very, very well. They're very expensive typically. Obviously, if it's a workbook or something like that, and it's all written in, it's not gonna work. But these were both the teacher teacher version books, and those sold together $24.95. Here's a nice tie from Barney's, New York. It has there on the stripe. It's anchors, so it's got that nautical theme. Seems to work well with ties. $14.95 free ship on that. Here we have an Xbox bundle, a few games, a controller, the system. Everything's white. 90 bucks plus shipping. They canceled it. I sold that overnight, and woke up to like, oh, I made a great sale. Oh, and they want to cancel. They said it wouldn't have got there fast enough. So that order did not happen. Here is a Polo Ralph Lauren, just a dress shirt. It's blue with pink stripes. It's only a 1634. Not something I'm going to thrift. This came in a lot buy. So I went ahead and listed it, and it took a long time to sell, and there it sold for $18.95 free shipping. So a good example of something that will sell eventually, but will take a long time. That's why I would not thrift an item like that, or this Eddie Bauer one either. Just the thrifted stuff I have more in per piece, and I want it to flip faster. The things that come in lots, quite often you have less than $1 in, sometimes 25 cents into. You can afford to wait to turn 25 cents into $18.95. So yeah, this Eddie Bauer, going for it. It's brand new. It was new with tags, and it's a flannel. Going against it, it's a size small, and it's Eddie Bauer. So this took a really long time to sell, but eventually it did, and at full price, $22.95 plus $6 shipping. I've got another one just like it still listed, but these all came in a box lot where I got like 10 items for 10 bucks kind of thing, so it's fine. These next two went together. A couple of authentic Native American artifacts I've got listed. This person liked both of them. and they bought both of them. All right, this is a new piece of content for the channel, as well as an announcement, if anyone cares. So I sold this Burberry suit. One really cool thing about this is I just found the jacket at first. Um, it's from what I understand, it's very hard to sell a suit jacket by itself. But I took the suit jacket, held it up along the rack of pants, and just went down the line, and luckily was able to find the pants. They had gotten separated from the jacket, so I had a complete suit, which I got for $13, $12.89 or something like that. And yeah, sold for $109.95 plus $10 shipping. And so the announcement is I have decided to be contrarian, and I am going to start selling suits and sport coats. I mean, I already sell ties, so it seemed logical. It will fit in with what I need to do, which is extract maximum value out of my local thrift stores. But the reason I'm calling it contrarian is I know the general feeling out in the world right now is, you know, there's less people going to go back to the office. The office was already getting more and more casual, and like, people just won't be buying suits and sport coats and things like that. I disagree. I think there's still going to be plenty of people that like to suit up, and if there are people not going back to the office, they might donate some very nice high quality stuff that I can then find and flip. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to make a separate video series where I'm learning how to sell suits. So if you would like to learn along with me and add that to your repertoire, please join. I won't mean it to be expert content or anything, because I'm literally going to be learning as I go. But we can all do that together and maybe make some of the same mistakes, or you can avoid my mistakes, and we can all triumph and make a lot of money. Here is another Super Mario Wii game. This is Super Mario Galaxy 2. This one I had the case and the disc. I got $23.95 for that one. We have just a cheap tie, Pronto Uomo, $10.95 free ship. And an American Girl doll accessory that sold for $15. Some kind of hair extension. The kids have a ton of American Girl doll stuff, and they've slowly agreed. Even though they haven't played with it for like 5 years, nobody wanted to sell anything. They've slowly opened up to letting me get rid of some of that stuff. Brooks. Okay, this is a really good example of a brand that your local thrift store might miss. So where I'm at, brands like Adidas, Nike, Under Armour tend to get priced up, but then they'll miss something like Brooks, which is known, I think, primarily for their running shoes. So it's like a running brand essentially. So I found this half zip pullover, and it was at my Salvation Army, and it was priced for $2.99. Had that been an Under Armour pullover, it probably would have been $6.99 or $7.99. So I grabbed it. It was an XL, good condition, nice orange color. Way less than a pound, even though it's a pullover. $24.95 free ship. A pair of Brooks Brothers Bermuda shorts. The only reason I bought those is I was getting them for $1.99. And they went ahead and sold in January, in the winter, for $22.95 free shipping. They went to Florida, of course. Here is another tie, Hardy Amy's. There seems to be some interest or value in this brand, at least for neckwear. I found a suit with this label and looked it up, and it didn't look that great, but maybe I was wrong. Here's another Arrowhead I got $30 for. And like I said, I'm adding suits and sport coats. One of the first things you learn when you switch categories, you have to erase from your mind what brands are good and what brands are bad, because it might be completely different for different types of pieces. So like Chaps, not a brand you're going to thrift normally, but in sport coats you can. I bought this one because it had silk and cashmere content, and I got $42.95 plus $10 shipping on that. Some more homeschool stuff, $25 for 2 books that went together. This Harley Davidson tie, dare I say Harley Davidson is another of one of the most overrated brands to resell. Certainly with neckwear, it might be, I don't know. But I had this listed for over 2 years. I'm not sure exactly how long. It's got motorcycle tanks on it, like gas tanks. It's colorful. It's cool. It's got a Harley logo. Well, for whatever reason, it took a long time to sell. Here is an LL Bean chamois flannel shirt. I also call these a shirt jacket. The size was large, tall. These LL Bean chamois shirts do very well. I pretty much always get around here plus the shipping. This one wasn't in the greatest condition in terms of just wash and wear and pilling, or I could have gotten more. Um, and I believe this went out on a offer for 12% off as well. But if you want to know what LL Bean to buy and what LL Bean to skip, check out my video, the LL Bean Reseller Deep Dive. Here's a lovely Valentino tie that sold for $12.95. And this was going to be the last item, a Hickey Freeman suit that I got 80 bucks for plus $10 shipping. Then I just recently, right before I made the video, actually had someone come and buy two ties from me. They were both Calvin Klein, new with tags, um, like liquidation type of deal. So there you go. That's the last 25 things I sold on eBay, minus the one that canceled, plus the two ties. So I think that's 26 things. But ties, suits, pants, menswear, video games, homeschool books. All of those things you can make money with on eBay.